Alright, so welcome guys. On a straight one, today I'm going to take you on how you can actually install and set up MySQL software, which is very important for you as far as this data analytics training is concerned. For the name I am Williams, just flow with me. So getting started, you go over to your browser, and right here in your browser, just scroll to your search bar and you can put www.mysql.com. So I believe this is an easy step. So once you've done that, it opens this website for you. This is my SQL website. You come to where we have downloads. Click on downloads. Exercise a little patience. Come down. You'll see where we have my SQL community GPL download. You click on it. I'm sure you know how to click your cursor or your mouse. Then it brings this window. You come to where we have my SQL installer for Windows. You click on it. Once you have done that, it will now bring this new window. So on this new window, what do? You're not going to select the first file. You can see there are two files. We're already on operating system. We say Microsoft Windows. Okay, so leave that operating system here. So you come down, the second file you're going to download, this second one that says Windows x86 32-bit MSI installer 431.7 MB. So please make sure it's 431.7 MB. So once you've seen that it's 431.7 MB, click on download the second file. So once you click on download, it's going to bring up this new screen. So you come down again, you see here we have no thanks, just start my download. You click on it. Once you click on it, you notice a drop down below. Okay, it's downloading. So once it downloads, it will go straight to your download folder. That's where you now begin the whole installation proper. So flow with me. Okay, yes, let's do this. We have downloaded it. So what do? I'll come to my taskbar here. I'll click on this folder. I'm going to open it. I'm sure you know how to navigate here. So I'm going to click on downloads folder. So once I click, you will see my SQL. So I can say just copy it to your desktop. You can see it there. So this is the file we downloaded. So make sure you right click, check the properties to ensure that it's 431.7 MB. So if I right click on it, come to properties, the last option under general, you see sites for 31 MB. So I'll say okay, that's it. So what do now? I'll right click. So now I want to begin the setting up of SQL. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to select install. So when I click on install, it's going to load a little. So I'm just going to exercise a little patience for it to load up for me. So it's loading. Yes, I'm still here. I'm still here with you. Please wait while Windows configures MySQL installer. So please wait. Please wait. I know some of you normally when you're doing some setup, so this is taking time. No, you have to exercise patience. Patience is one of those things, one of those skills you need to have, one of that virtues you need to develop as a data analyst or someone who wants to acquire um, such knowledge. You must be patient, most especially when you're trying to set up an application or you're trying to install a particular software. All you have to do is to be patient enough. So we are going to give it a little time so it can load up for us. Okay, so you can see it's now loading. So what actually happens was that period it was loading. It will then bring up a new screen asking you, hello miss, hello doctor, hello sir, hello prof, do you want SQL do you want to run the SQL application in the system? Do you want to allow it? because definitely you must be an administrator on your system. So you are going to click on that beautiful yes option that appears on that window. Then this will begin loading for you to see. So you can see, do you want to allow this app to make changes? I'll say yes, I want. So you also exercise patience again. Time remaining is 16 seconds. So you just hold on, hold on. We're almost there. We are almost there. So welcome to Miramar Consulting. Actually, this is part of what we do. Yes, we started as an accounting firm, and with our tech initiatives, we want you to be a prof in this field. All right. So now, mandatory MySQL installer is available. You say no, you don't need that for now. And here comes our SQL, what should I call this? Our installer window. Hooray. So now what do? You can see we have four options. We have choosing a setup type, and we have download, installation, installation complete. So we're going to run this and make sure we complete these four requirements. So what do? I'm just going to come down to custom. Let's see what we have in custom. Okay, let's go to full. Okay, so let's go to custom and let's say next. Now when you say next, you're going to see all this. We are going to install three components. Okay, we have the SQL workbench, we have the server, we have the application. So on this part where we have available products, first thing you do, flow with me, go to my SQL server, click on this plus, click on the drop down that it gave birth to again. It will give birth to another child. Click again on the plus, and then you see this is the SQL server application. You must install it. So select it and click on this blue. You can see this blue here. So it moves to the other side. We have products to be installed. So also move to application. Come to the next child, workbench. Click on the workbench again and select this and move it. I'll also come down to where we have the SQL shell. I'll click on the child. Click on this and move it. So these are the three components. So once I have done that, I'll say next. So once I say next, it's going to say execute. So I'm going to wait for it to load to execute. You can see it's reading 21, 22, 26, 27. It's going to read all over till the 3 reads, and the status changes to what? You know, when you've executed something, you're expecting the status to show installed. So that's what we should get. So let's flow with this. Okay, you noticed something, right? Just like I noticed something. So while the first one loaded and showed status change to install, it brings up this called Microsoft Visual C++. So you enable it, you say yes, I agree to the terms, you say install. I'm going to load up again. So this is actually the process you must go through to ensure that your SQL is set up on the system. SQL is set up successfully. You can see our Microsoft Visual C++ is set up successfully. So I'm going to close this, and installation is done for all. Wow, hope you love that technique. So now I'm going to say next, and you can see these points I have to execute it again. Okay, so more like the final execution before we move to product configuration. So you say execute. So it's going to install my SQL server. It's going to also batch file. It's going to install workbench. It's going to install my SQL shell. So this is going to load up to 100%, and you'll see it's written install, install, install. So let's watch how it goes. The first one is ready. You can see, okay, complete. Status is complete. So it goes to the next, and you can see it's ticked green. So ensure you flow this way with me. The name of Williams, my number is 09068408000 in case you face any challenge when trying to install the SQL file, okay, from the SQL application system. Okay guys, so you can see that it has loaded and it's now complete. So ensure you are patient. Like I said, as data analyst you must have that virtue. So calm down, it's going to load up. Complete. You say next button below, and it brings us here ready to configure. You say next, yes please. Now it brings you here. Please don't tamper with this. The protocol port 33060 is okay. The port 33066 is okay. For the configuration type, leave it on development computer, because it's this computer you want to use it on. So just move to next. It brings you here, you say yes, use strong password encryption and comment this. Instead of using legacy authentication method, use strong password. So say next. So here you're going to provide the password. So I'm going to provide the strong password. Okay, so make sure it's a combination of, use your cap lock for the first letter. Choose something that is strong. Okay, so I'm done with that. For the add user, don't bother. Okay, if I click on add user, I can decide to add username. Please, I recommend for those following my method, don't add any username. You're already the user. Your system admin is already the user. So just put in the that very information, or for the sake of some persons who might have some little challenges. Okay, if you have entered your password and you notice that it's not reflecting this, you can decide to add that user information. Okay, as if it's required. But let's check what's happening here. They say the passwords do not match. So always take note. If you've entered your password and you notice the next button is not active, go back. This icon shows you where it do not match. So let me check it. Does it match? Yes, it matches. Medium strength. It's okay. So now next is appearing. So click on next, and this brings you here. You say configure. Yes, correct. Windows service. MySQL 80 Windows service name. Standard system account. Yes. You say next. You come over here. You say yes. Grant full access to the user running this. Of course, you need full access. So you say next. Then to take you to the last, apply configuration. So you say yes. Execute. I'm going to apply it for you. So that's just basically how to finish the first aspect, which is very important. So now we are going to wait for this to complete so we can move to the next aspect, which is also very important. So also be patient, I'm still here. Database may take a long time, yes. It's initializing the database. Starting the server. So that's how it will finish that very step of starting the server. It will then move to applying security settings and also move to that of the updating the start menu. Then you say finish, and you're there. You click on next, and it says installation procedure has been completed. You say finish. And of course, you can see start my SQL Workbench after setup. You have to tick this so that it's going to start it immediately for you to see. So once I'm done, ensure you select it. So I say finish. So if I say finish, you can see this Windows opens for me. This new window opens for me. Here we have this, more like an editor window. If you are familiar with this, and also you can see the window pops up here. Brings this for me. So we are going to do something here at this point. But before we do that, this is what you're going to do. Okay, now this is what you're going to do. Go down. Okay, there is a new window popping up. There's a new window popping up, and that window is not going to connect yet until we have been able to link this. Okay, our SQL file. with our system environment and cmd prompt command. So what we are going to do here, we are going to go down, go down to this folder, click on it, go to your C drive, this is it, look at the C, click on it, it will bring you here. Okay, now once it brings you here, go to program files, this first program file, click on it, and you click on it. What you're going to do next, look for MySQL, you can see it here, MySQL, click on it, then it's going to bring up the three components that we downloaded. Okay, so what are you going to do at this point? Click on the first one, MySQL Server 8.0, not shell, not shell, let me go back to until you have click shell and it's going to set up, not shell, not on page, click on MySQL Server 8.0, come down, you see where we have bin, the first option bin. When you click on it, now come over here and copy this address. So come here, and then what do? You say copy address, so you copy address. So once you copy that address, you can then close this. Okay, so once you close it, come to your search bar here. I remember someone I was teaching, I was emphasizing on search bar. Come to search bar here, type environment, type system environment, you can see it. So once it opens for you the system environment, just type environment of the path bar. What do? You click on open on the system environment. So once you click on open, because we want to replace the address path so it can be connected. So come down this new window, click on environment variables to bring you here. So you come down to this. After clicking on environment variables, you can see system variables. Scroll down, look for paths. So you can see paths here. Click OK. So when you open that path option, so you can see, you just go back, environment, look for paths. These are paths, double click, it brings you, click on new, then paste that address you copied. Paste. When you click and paste, then you say OK, say OK. So that's just what I want you to follow for you to be able to ensure that you have perfectly done this. So once you have done this, then of course I believe you're already flowing with me. Now you remember I made mention of the command prompts. So what do? Okay, this to I'll say okay. I'll come on that CMD command prompts. CMD for command prompts. I'll say open. So once I open it, it's going to bring up a new command prompt window. So a new command prompt window opens for me. Hello, I'm sure you're there. Are you missing any step? Okay, thank you for following. Alright, so now once you have gotten to this point, now type in and see the system. So now you type in my SQL, low, not uppercase, please. SQL, you say colon. Yeah, someone is drawing attention back. What's the challenge? I say type in my SQL colon version. So say version. Enter. Click on enter on keyboard and brings you here. Okay. So once it brings you there, don't worry. Just brings you here. Okay, so you can just minimize this or you close it, then come down again, go back to CMD command prompt on your search bar. Then this time around, don't click open. Instead, what do? Click on where we have this run as administrator. So click on run as administrator. Say yes. I'm going to bring a new window. Say no for the second one. So that's only one window opens. So you can see there's difference between the two windows. As this one is administrator command prompts. Okay. So this new window is administrator command prompt. So what are you going to do here? Okay. Here you're going to also put my SQL. Say space colon u. Now you want to connect the password you have set up. So you say colon root, then say space colon p. Okay, then you click enter. Okay, now you see it says enter that password you've set up. What do? After clicking on enter, enter colon u root colon p. Then we'll click on enter on our keyboard. It brings us here. So now enter the password you set up. So remember the password. I'm going to enter my own unique password and I'll click on enter and it brings me here. So ladies and gentlemen, if you have gotten to this point, then I'm happy because it means you're following, definitely you're following. So now I'm going to create a short database here immediately without wasting of time. So what am I going to do? I'm going to say show databases. Use this and say enter. So you can see I just run a little schema, what we call database, and it brings me here. So I'm going to create my database. So always ensure you round up by creating your own database also, because it's very important. I'm going to say create database. What do I want to use to create my database? What do I want to use? I'm going to say Williams. Okay, I'm going to say this. Okay, so you can see it says query okay, MySQL row affected 0.0 blah blah blah. So now I've just created a database and I want to show my database. So if you watch the previous one, you can see right there how it was being displayed. So now you can see here it shows information schema MySQL. But now if I show this database, it's going to show my name as Williams information database. Schema stands for database. So let's try that. So I'm going to say show database. I use my okay. Now I clicked on my colon. I clicked on my colon and I clicked on my enter option, which is also there. And you can see it's showing us a kind of what do you see that you're having over there? And see we have an error in SQL syntax. Check the manual that corresponds, okay, to your MySQL server. Okay, so you can see it's showing me error 106442,000. So don't worry about this. The reason is because we did not add user, and the most important thing is you ensuring that you've been able to connect your password and this RAM. So once you're done with this, you're good to go. So what do you do now? You can minimize this or you close this. Okay, you can close all this that we have here. Then you come over to this screen, this window that pops up. You'll see where we have local instance MySQL 80. You're going to click on it, this one. So click on it, and then you wait for it to open up. So it's asking you please enter password for the following service. So I'm going to put the password. You want to save the password, you can do that. I say okay. So MySQL is going to load up, and that's just how you can set up your SQL. And you can see it's been set up here for me. So our next lesson is going to begin from this point. So this, we are in the administration section. We have the schemas, which is the next. And I told you schema stands for what? It stands for what we call dashboard. Now if you remember, when we ran that very command, it shows error in your SQL syntax. But I told you it does not matter because I was creating a database. And if you look in here, you'll find out what we have Williams on this column. It says schema stands for database. You can see after system, we have Williams. That means the database actually was created. And you can see I have created it here. So this is just how you can install your SQL on your system and to set up. So please, every one of you, do this, and our next class is going to be on how to create your database. Aside this very way method I used here, there are other ways you can create your database. Of course, if you want to create a database, all you have to do is to right click on this list of databases here. Then you come down, you see where we have create schema. So schema means database. So if I want to create, I'll say create schema. Right click and select create schema. I'll put the name. So maybe I'm in a school. I can say this database is student record. So I can just use lowercase. It is student record. So this becomes a database, and I come down and say apply. So you can see it's going to run it. And say apply again on this new window that pops up here. I'll say apply again, and it says that my SQL script was successfully applied to the database. I'll say finish. So this way, I've just created a new database. You can see student record. So that's how you create as many databases as you want. Okay, as you want. Maybe working in let's say you're working in a company, you're HR, you want to prepare staff record for employees. Same bar will come. I'll right click on that part here, this left schemas column. I'll right click on any of the databases. I'll say create schema. It brings it for me. A new schema, I can say employee record. Or maybe we are an engineering company. Okay, we have staffs who are working in part of our construction service. They're constructing a road. So I can say construction department. Okay, construction department. Construction staff. Construction department staffs record. Staff payroll record. So once I say apply, okay, I'm going to say apply again, and it was successfully created. So this is just how you can create database. Okay, you can see construction department staff payroll record. We have just created those databases here. Okay, so this is just how you can actually take care of that aspect, installing and also creating your database. Now, how do you create columns? How do you create columns? It's also very simple, because for every database there must be columns, there must be rows, because I'm going to emphasize also on what the SQL is all about, and time to time I've preached on that. So what's going to happen on the next video, I'm going to show you how to begin from here, how you can actually create your tables. Of course, this is just how to build your database and also how to set up SQL application. So please stay tuned in this class. Definitely, you're going to learn a whole lot of things. Once again, my name is Williams. Thank you, and God bless you.